Hey y'all, welcome back to Straight Talk, No BS. I'm Jay, I'm your host. Next to me is Tanya.
Hey y'all.
And over to my right is Nay. How
Hey
y'all
everybody!
doing?
Hey!
We
What's
are
going on?
doing yes. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody.
Welcome everybody in the comments. Make sure that y'all join in into the conversation. Let us know how you feel about the topics that we're about to discuss.
Thursday giveaway is also today.
Is it Thursday already?
It is.
God, dog, so
That
fast.
So
time,
make sure
baby.
you guys jump in the comments. Let us know you're here so your names can be entered into our drawing at the end of the show.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe our show. What's up, Taz? How you doing
Mm-mm,
tonight?
Sleepy business,
mm-mm.
sleepy girl. Come on with the crew. Straight
Sleepy
talk
girl.
crew.
I'm
Straight,
not. Listen.
straight
Not
talk is
only,
on.
not, not
Minus
only.
the bullshit.
Listen. Not only am I sleepy, but check this. I'm so sleepy, and I'm sitting up here having a hot flash. I know y'all see all this glistening all over my damn face.
All over your
We the
body.
top.
All
Okay.
over your body.
So all
Girl,
over.
all over
Yeah,
my face
y'all.
and my back,
Damn.
all in
Po
between.
baby.
Up under.
You need to get you one of them cool towels. That's what you need.
Jesus,
Po
they don't work. I
baby.
don't know who
Cool
invented them, but they don't work.
Girl, look at
Anyway,
here. A
y'all.
cool towel. Can I get a cool blanket? Shit.
A weighted
No,
one.
no. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get this out of the way because I'm ready to hand a can of whoop ass on Nay right
Oh,
now.
y'all,
So
what's
what
going
time
on?
is it? It's the
Oh
t-shirt
shit.
versus y'all. Let's get it.
Yeah.
All t-shirt versus
It's whatever, baby. It's
y'all.
whatever.
So
Stand up, stand
Yeah.
up.
everybody watching y'all, this is the versus between Jay and Cynthia to see who has the best t-shirt. Y'all vote in the comments and let us know which one is your favorite. All right.
And don't be trying to spare no feelings.
Oh
Please
shit.
don't. Please don't. Let her have it.
Hey,
God damn
okay.
it.
Taz.
I'm sorry,
Taz.
y'all. I'm so sorry.
All right, this t-shirt versus battle. Who
Nay,
going
go
first?
ahead and stand up. Let's see
No,
what you're
I've
working
been
with.
standing up. It's your turn.
All right, well that's fine with me. That's
See,
fine
they
with me.
battling with each other.
That's fine
Okay,
with me.
Jay, you up first.
Mine says Jesus
Did it.
did it.
Y'all see this?
And it's in that crystal black.
The
Always.
glittering
Glistering all
cut.
over your
Diamond cut.
diamond cut version all over
so
your
dumb.
body, baby.
Jesus gonna get
And then you
you.
see the crosses that are in the Nike sign.
Jesus did
You
it.
know
Yes,
what?
he
Jesus
did.
You know
did it.
Say,
what?
He did it.
You know
You
That's what
what?
missed
I'm
it,
working with.
Taz. You missed it.
say Jesus did.
Jesus
Huh?
did it.
I'm already popping my collars for
No, I
my
see the
collars.
Jesus
My
did it.
collar for the audience.
He
He did it.
and will, and is. So there you
And
Okay.
go.
still in
All
control.
right. All
Oh,
right.
come on with
I
yours.
need
Come on with
somebody.
yours.
I need somebody to look at their text messages.
Oh, I
Because,
got it. I
okay,
got it.
so I'm supposed
I
to
got
stand
it.
up. You should have left me in my Mother's Day shirt. That's what you should have did, but you didn't.
Oh, oh,
All
oh,
right.
uh
Okay. I
oh,
got you.
uh
Come
I
on,
oh.
got
come
you.
on, come on.
Hey, number one
Oh,
fan. Just look, Junior,
Yeah,
look.
stand
look
up in your
here.
chair,
Look.
baby. Stand up in your chair so they can see it all.
We gonna
Stand
get
on
a
up.
whole stool because this is just
You need a high seat. Wait a
What it
minute. What does
say?
it say? You got to bend down.
Just God.
Just,
Just
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 God.
God.
God. That's
Now
what I'm
read the
talking
back.
Wait,
about.
wait a
Somebody
minute.
Hold
She
read the
got
on,
back.
something
hold
on the
on.
back.
And then wait, she got something on the back.
I'm done with this.
Okay,
Hey,
and the
Miss
back and
Tatiana.
this and the back says, I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb.
I knew she was
I've
coming.
had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But
We didn't say take us
but
to church. We didn't
huh?
say take us to church.
Yeah,
Anyway, but
But
when
I
you look
won't
around,
take us to
complain
and
church.
think
and
things
look
over, all of
around.
my good days outweigh my bad days,
Oh.
and I won't complain.
I won't complain.
Okay.
You
All
you
right,
prepared to take us to
girl.
church, right? You
I
prepared to
Yes,
ready
take
to
us to
take us
church?
to church.
That's because you
yes.
got a sneak peek of Jesus did it.
Jesus did it.
He did it.
Just God.
Y'all get in the comments, y'all.
Let us
Let us know who
know.
Give me a
won. I know
paper
I just
towel.
opened up a can of whoop ass on it, but that's all
And
right.
Jesus all up in here.
I got the
Excuse
Oh,
you,
paper.
church.
Father God, thank you,
Father.
Jesus.
Please
That
don't
is
spare
Okay.
no feelings. The last two shows,
Don't spread
Joy
no
did
feelings,
win.
y'all.
Don't spare no feelings.
now the winner of this t-shirt versus has to buy the other one's t-shirt. So
That's
y'all
it.
vote honestly and let us know
No,
how you
and
feel.
I'm
Why
two
y'all are
t-shirts in
voting?
the hole, y'all. I'm two t-shirts in the hole. Okay.
You meant to say 3 because today's going to be another defeat, baby. But that's all right. We're going to go ahead and head to what's on your
I'm
mind.
done. That was a good one.
Nay,
What it
I'm coming
be?
to you. Tell me what's on your mind tonight.
Uh, Giving thanks. I've been giving thanks all day. I've been seeing on social media so many of the people that I'm friends with on social media having different strifes at home with their kids, with their loved ones. At the end of the day, if they're not helping you and they're not really hindering you, don't let it stress you. Was my day's lesson for me. If you're not helping me and you're not blessing me,
Okay.
you damn sure can't stress me. You
Like
don't
I
have,
always say, if it takes your peace, baby, it's too expensive.
yeah, you don't
Okay.
have that right. I will give you any and everything I have if I can. But at the end of the day, if it's gonna cause me more harm than good, I will back up.
Okay. Okay. You know what? That is valuable words to go by. You know what I'm saying? As far as if someone, and I guess don't apply it to just your family. This is just everybody.
It's
If you're not
everybody.
helping me, if what did you say? If you're not helping me,
If you're not
What did
helping
I
me,
say?
you're not blessing me, then you damn sure can't stress me. And it was so bad on my mind today. I promise you, that's what I almost put on the shirt. If you're not helping me and you're not blessing me, you damn sure don't have the right to stress me. I almost put that on a whole t-shirt, like, because people don't realize the stress that you take in from loved ones or friends or total strangers for that matter. You carry around this burden and they're in
yeah,
your head and they're getting next to you, and they shouldn't be able to do that. Nobody should be able to take your inner peace. And that's easier said than done in some
that's
cases
true.
because people do take you out your character. But at the end of the day, if you're not helping me, you're not blessing me, you damn sure don't have the right to stress me. That's
Amen.
for anybody.
Amen.
That's
That's
for
true.
anybody.
That's true. That's true.
Taz, what's your take on that?
Shit, I believe 100%. See, don't stress me because I'm already stressed enough. You stress me.
I'm
Remember that
feeling
five
it.
that
Ooh,
hey
I'll
that them five
keep
fingers
holding
line a
on.
ball up. Look, and the older you get, the weaker that fist get. But no
Hmm.
matter what, hey, no matter what, no matter how old you get, them motherfuckers still hit hard.
That's right.
You dumb. Dumb.
True. True.
The older you
True.
get, you're going to break up all them damn balls in that
Okay,
You
fist.
just
feel
turn
me?
to dust.
Okay.
Y'all been to came here. Listen, I've been to tap them. Y'all been to came in here. All this being a cast off that
Just
one little tap. All this.
fractures all up and through. Yep.
But on the
Okay.
serious note, on the serious note, I mean it is true, and people have to understand no matter who it is.
But
You
on the
know what I'm saying?
serious
No matter.
on the serious note,
Oh,
it was just echoing.
But
So
it doesn't matter who it is, whether it's family members, people you've known half your life, it does not matter. If they bring you more harm than good, it,
That's
hey,
it. That's
you got to
it.
cut it
No
loose.
hard feelings. No hard feelings. You got to love
Nah, at
yourself
least not
first.
shit. Not on my part.
I know that's right.
What I'm gonna have hard feelings for? Cause you harming me.
Mm.
that's
What?
true. That's true.
I bet not have no hard feelings, but you might as well go and knock me upside my head for that one.
Boy,
Mm-mm.
that gangster still living within her.
Won't go
You
Okay.
away. Won't
feel
go
me?
away.
I'm going to go to Tanya. Tanya, what's on your mind tonight?
Well, what's on my mind is okay. So, do you guys feel that you shouldn't wear your sexuality openly? And I say that in regards to like if you're trying to maybe gain a job or climb the financial ladder to do better for yourself, and someone tells you that you have to muzzle it back or you have to dial it back who you are. You get what I'm trying to say? And
Um,
you feel because I feel my opinion on it is that in some instances you kind of have to, and it doesn't necessarily It doesn't always apply with just sexuality, but I feel like we do this every day in different aspects of our life. We
We do
dial
it. We do it every day being black.
Yes,
You understand what I'm saying?
but
Living in America, being black, you hiding who you really are just to make it, just to succeed at a job. So it's not just with homosexuality.
but I feel that it is necessary in
Yeah, I
some
do too.
instances where you have to.
But a lot of people can't do that.
And
They're
it's
so prideful.
it's the feeling you have when you have to do it that makes you say, I don't want to ever do it again, so forget you, and then you miss out on opportunities. So I'm just feeling like I want y'all's take on it. Do you feel like you should? Do you feel like you should just stand up and be like, forget what everybody else is talking about? I'm going to stand on how I am and who I am, no matter what, if I have to miss out on the opportunity. What do y'all feel? How do you feel about that?
I honestly think that it goes back to the show we had once before. Gay, straight, homosexual, bisexual, whatever the case may be, I don't think anything should have a label. If you are, you are who you are. It doesn't matter what the world perceive you to be. If you're gay and you love men, that's your choice. If you gay and you love women, that's your choice. We are free to choose. It is the next person's problem in how they judge you, but what you think of me does not bother me.
So do you feel if someone like you're trying to get a job and they tell you because they know of your sexuality
And they're
that
telling you to hide it because it's going to interfere with the workplace.
do you feel like
All right,
that's
could
right?
bring chaos into the workplace.
Is that considered what is it goodness, my words have gone, but you understand what I'm trying to say.
Discrimination.
Yes, discrimination. Do you feel like that falls into that
It
category?
can fall up on a category of
Yes.
discrimination because I too have been let go of because of my disability. The only reason I didn't file a wrongful lawsuit is because the man was honest with me and told me medically, insurance wise, he couldn't cover me. You know, and what are you to do when somebody's giving you the blunt truth? You know, Miss Cynthia,
Yeah.
you're a good worker, you're a hard worker, but with the medical conditions that you have, I just have the basic insurance to cover us great. If something was to happen to you under my care where you had to go into the hospital, I couldn't cover that. And I had to walk away from that job. I know it doesn't suit the fact, but it happens every day, like Judy said, being black. I don't think anybody should hide their sexuality, but it is put in your face every day what you
Every
should be.
single day.
Look at
Yeah.
Luther Vandross. Luther Vandross waited many, 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 many years before he even came out.
Just
I'm,
saying.
I'm just saying. I mean,
And he
Oprah
did that
Winfrey
because
wasn't
there was a
gone.
purpose. There was a purpose. You
So
know
that's
what I'm
why I
saying?
feel like in
It's
certain
like this.
instances
Do you
you
want
have
to
to.
lose your financial stability, or do you want to go ahead and tell about your personal life?
So you take one for the
Sometimes
team.
you have to take one for the team to get to where you want to be. Taz, what's your take?
Well, I
I know
guess
you
I
finna
don't know.
say hell no.
I guess I just missed out on my shit then. I don't
So
know.
you
For me, how I feel about me, if anybody else try to make me feel fucked up, like I have to dummy me down in order to satisfy some type of, community or some type of job, whatever it is, I'm not going to be happy at that job. And I
that's
know me,
true.
if I'm not happy at what I'm doing, I quit. I leave it. I don't care
Okay.
what the money is. I don't care what's going on with it. I will leave it. Just like when y'all know that I love to write.
Yeah.
And when I first moved out here, probably about a year or so after, maybe, I started doing poetry over the radio station out here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because I was put in a predicament and where I was made to feel uncomfortable, I quit. I don't want to be feel. Don't make me feel uncomfortable. Don't try to make me feel less about myself. Because first of all, you can't make me feel less about myself because I love who the fuck I am. But because you have a problem with who I am and what I am, does not belong
Then
to
there
me.
you go.
That is not my problem. That is
Let me
your
ask this:
problem. You have to deal with that, not me.
how do
And
y'all feel about hiding it?
if that means me losing out on a blessing, if that or whatever you want to call it, financially, so be it. Everything, just because it's a lot of money involved, don't mean that it's right for you.
What if it's going to affect somebody else's career? Say, for instance, in music, say that you're a well known artist and you're going to take on this artist who is bisexual or gay or whatever. I mean, do you think that that artist should hide who they are?
No, they're in the entertainment business. They're expressing themselves through their music. So why should they hide themselves? For what? Because
What if
eventually,
it?
okay, listen, eventually somebody is going to listen to them. Somebody is going to put everything else aside and take them on. You see what I'm saying? Everybody is
Okay.
not everybody is about, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
following along. Some people, we do lead. You see what I'm saying? Everybody is not a follower. You got some that'll take the risk and lead.
That's
You see what
true.
I'm
And
saying?
But how would y'all would have felt if y'all would have found out early on that well, say if y'all would have found out that one of your favorite singers was gay, Johnny Gill or somebody who you was lusting like, ooh, girl, he's so sexy, and later on you find out he was gay.
Shit, he just gave
You
him
know,
up.
he
He
just
still
gay.
and he
Because
gay.
let me tell you something. Every time
Y'all
I hear
know that
Freddie
was
Jackson song, "You
man.
Are My Lady,"
You
you know
know?
damn well he ain't singing to us. Okay, but I still want to hear that jam. Just
it
saying.
doesn't. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because you got gay men that are very attractive. You know what I'm saying? You got women that are very attractive. But the point of the matter is it doesn't. If they gay, straight, whatever the hell it is they like, shit. The only one I can't keep listening to is R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a whole different situation.
But
So,
it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just the point. I don't care about them being gay, straight. They have to do what feels right to them, and and that part of it. That is what's wrong with society. That's why we have so many people taking their own lives or going into deep depressions.
okay,
You see
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Because they got to
People have
continuously
to.
hide who
They
they
gotta
are.
hide who they are.
Because
I
when you,
get, yeah.
yeah, people don't understand. You either gonna create, and not say this like this. You're gonna either create a baby, which is the one that uh, withdraws and stays away from the world, or you're gonna create a monster that's gonna come out there and start killing up everybody because they tired of not being accepted.
Exactly.
Okay,
They feel like they don't belong. Yep.
okay,
Yes.
okay, okay.
All right. Well, y'all, what's on my mind tonight is about this Derek Chauvin case.
Okay.
If I could reach out and
Yeah,
just choke you, or if I could just choke you.
yeah.
What you
I know
say
you
was
want to
on your
choke me.
mind?
I know
Okay.
that's well. We can share it together.
Well, we
Okay.
can
What?
do that, but I got something else on my mind too.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
lordy. So I want to know, how do y'all feel about it? Do you feel like these charges that he was convicted of? Do you think that the conviction is going to stick?
No.
Yeah, yeah, it better stick. If it don't stick, he gonna get stuck.
Well, let me tell you.
Hey,
I
He gonna get
feel.
stuck. He the same inflicting pain that he caused on that man. I guarantee you, he gonna get
Right.
it back. He gonna
And
get that back.
I fear for him in that regard. I really do. And
Y'all know they got that
but
man locked away in isolation. He
but
protected.
as
He
far
can
as
be.
They probably
can
letting
have
them out
you.
at night.
They can have you in the high
guess what?
security,
Guess
and
what? Oh, go. I'm
baby,
sorry.
look, he can get got. He can
Oh,
get got.
trust and
I
believe.
feel
Money
like
talks.
I definitely, but I feel that in this instant, as far as if those charges are going to stick, I don't think so. Because if you notice, they threw three of the biggest charges at him, came to the
All
maximum amount
back
of
to
time.
back.
So if
We
you
got manslaughter, second degree, whatever,
and
what
something
else?
else. So if you
Three
got
charges.
if you got all those charges, which probably contain the most amount of years, I'm not saying he can't be charged for any of that again. And let's just say,
But he does, if he got convicted of all three of those charges, so
did.
he would have to serve consecutively sentences.
Got it.
Okay, but the downside to this is, what if he wins the appeal on all of them? Then what are you going to come back and try to charge this man with?
You can't.
You
You
know
can't
what?
charge him with that stuff.
That's a long what if. That's a long
But
what
there were
if
things
because
in
he
the
had
No, it's
trial that
no.
he had too many. His own high-ranking officer got up there and said that the hold that he put on that man was not taught in the police academy. When
You're right.
your head out, your boss Like, nah, nigga, you gonna hang for that because we didn't teach you that. You not finna put that on all the boys in the booth.
On all of us
Okay,
as our structured
But the problem is that the jury they were not sequestered. They were not taken out of public view. You know what I'm saying? They
They
got
were
to
allowed
watch
to
the media.
listen.
They got to watch the news and stuff like that. That's grounds for a mistrial.
well,
So
the thing,
he can get a whole nother trial.
well, the thing of it is they came back with guilty on all charges. Now it's just the point of how much time he's going to get. So he's already been convicted of the charges. It's how much time is he going to get? Is he going to get the maximum? If he is he going to get half of that, or is he going to get less than half?
I think it's going to
Like
be
I
some shade,
said,
some more
the
shade.
the
I
problem
really do.
is that the jury they got to go out and amongst people. They probably talked about the trial. They weren't kept away from media. So since they weren't kept away from media, it
How,
feels like they were influenced to give a conviction. You know what
if
I'm
you,
saying? They were
it,
influenced. They were
but
pressured. Is what they're trying to say. That
but the
okay,
thing of it is,
they
who in the world
threatened.
hadn't who in the world hadn't heard of this
Hadn't
case
heard
though?
about that at
You
that
got to
time, but the
remember
point.
that you got before the trial, before they even thought of bringing up charges. Who had not heard? Who in the hell was you gonna find to serve on their jury that had not heard about what happened?
Probably so, but they're gonna look at the main thing is that the media and all of that is supposed to be kept away from the jury
I mean,
during the trial.
they
And
are, but
since
I guess you got to
it
think of
didn't
it like this.
happen, it
No,
didn't
it didn't.
happen. So
I wasn't
therefore,
there.
he has a way out.
Then also you got the judges and I think somebody else, I can't remember, but it was more like they were pressuring them or giving them the pressure of feeling like if they didn't make the choice of a conviction that their lives were endangered or
Exactly.
they're gonna be the
Well,
So
sole
now-
that's what the
responsibility of riots that are gonna be ensued. You know what I'm saying? So
The town is gonna get tore down.
Wait, I watched on that. No, um, they did a there was a little speech on that. The shit that you heard about the riots, all that came about. It had nothing to even do with that. They brought that up and they started showing all shit from way back, what, about a year ago that the shit happened, or when all this shit started happening. That's what they were bringing up. What they were trying to do, they were trying to find ways to say that this is what's going to happen. Because some of the guys, some of the oh, what is his name? He's a African American guy. They do these little talk shows, but he's a news anchor. But he said that too, and one of the guys that came up with all of this, he goes to everything that he says has to do with white supremacy and all this. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to make it like put it as a mistrial, get put as a mistrial or something like that. But when they said that when their jury came out of there, unanimous, guilty on all charges. All of it was unanimous because the defense attorney had the nerve to say, "Do not believe what you see." How the hell can you not believe what you see?
child, let me tell you.
You know what I'm saying?
I
How
feel
can, how
like
can
there's
you
gonna
not
be
believe
Well,
that?
the appellate courts are gonna uphold a lot of stuff because it was too many mistakes during the trial.
And I feel like
Too
there's
many
gonna be
mistakes.
something jinky going
And
on, y'all.
those
Something
mistakes were on
jinky.
purpose, so he can have a way to get out of these convictions.
I feel some jinkiness coming on.
And
That's
then
all
and
I'm
then you got to
saying.
remember in the doctors, they all said it wasn't enough in his system to even cut off his breathing. The thing that killed him was the knee to the neck. That's what cut off the circulation, the oxygen. Period. No matter what he had in his system, that was what cut it off.
And all of that is so true, but the only problem is that they probably have to fight this case again.
They may
And
have.
who knows? Who knows?
And
what
even
the outcome will
even
be.
if they can't charge this if he gets off, just say by chance he gets off, and they go back to court. The next way, and for me, if I was an attorney, the next way I would get him is aggravated assault. That still holds a sentence of 25 years. So he can be charged with aggravated assault if he gets off on all the other charges.
Well, I know one
No,
thing.
but
I hope
you
whatever
keep saying
they
getting
do
off on
now.
all the other charges, but he's already been convicted of those charges. He's been found guilty. Now they're just waiting on the sentencing part.
You're not getting it, friend. Taz, I'm telling you that since during this trial there was too many mistakes to where now
No,
the
I get
appellate.
what you're saying, but
So I'm
you kept
saying
saying,
it's not. I'm saying that he can get off because there were too many mistakes during the trial. So now the final decision is appellate court.
well, okay,
It's not a
how many,
final decision
which,
yet.
what I'm saying, what, huh?
It's not a final decision yet.
It's not a final decision.
No, he's been found guilty by
Uh
the
huh.
jurors, right? But
Right.
still, there's a higher power, which is the
I
appellate
mean, but
courts,
that's a process. They have to go through a process. Now, as far
It's
as
still
this
gonna take
court
a
goes,
which
while.
which is what I'm
he's
saying is
waiting. Yeah,
that
he when he go back
the
for this one, he's going back for sentencing. Now he can start his sentencing. Now he can start serving his sentences and go ahead and file to have a new trial. But
That's how
he's
it
gonna
even
be
works.
serving time while he wait on that.
but
I got
it doesn't take a long time to get to appellate court.
I got another
Not when
question
you're a
though.
police officer. Believe me, when you're a police
Well,
officer, it's not going to take
I
that
guess
long. It's
depending
going to
on
get to the
depending
appellate
on who
court.
you are, depending on who you
Exactly.
are.
I got
They
another
design.
question though. How
Hold on,
many of
they.
y'all? Okay,
Hold on. They set this case up so sweet and so smooth to try to get him off. So if he get acquitted of all these charges, then he can no longer be charged again because it's double jeopardy.
Yeah,
So it was set
that
up
will
that
be
way.
true. That will be true.
how
Now,
many of y'all
answer
think
this.
this man is gonna actually walk though? Y'all don't think nothing is gonna happen to this dude while he's incarcerated right now? Y'all don't think nothing is
How
gonna
if he's in
happen?
protective custody? If he, they're definitely not going to just let him out into the community of. I mean, the what do you call
Oh
it?
no,
They're
no,
not
that they
going.
not gonna
They're
do.
not going to put him
He
out in
won't
the
be in general
no.
population,
Well,
That's
but
the
there you
reason
go.
and the reason they ain't gonna let him outside those doors because when they came back with the guilty verdict, his attorney asked for a bail, and they just looked at him and told him, "Man, if y'all gonna
Bail
take him back,"
denied.
yes, he said bail denied. You see what I'm saying?
I
Like,
feel like it's a slap in the face almost. It's just like, Patty cake here,
I think
pat. We gonna pat give y'all a little something or whatever. I just
for
it
now
sucks to me,
to pacify you to kind of smooth over the hurt, but
but hey,
the
it's
big
whatever.
impact gonna come when it's time for the sentencing or how much time you gonna get or whatever, however the rest of this gonna go.
To me,
But
he should have been charged with first degree murder because, in my
yeah,
eyes, you were informed by all the bystanders that, hey, he can't breathe. Okay,
yeah.
they're letting you know this man cannot breathe. George himself said,
Not
I
only
can't breathe. I can't breathe, man.
not
Let me up, right? At that time, he made a decision. And regardless of what the other officers say about, oh, we never been taught the chokehold and all of this bullshit, you've been trained on it. You know that if you put a knee on the neck, what the outcome is going to be. So at that point, during those 7 minutes when they were screaming, help him, get up off of him, you made a decision. To me, that's
yeah.
premeditated. You made a decision whether you're going to get up off this man who's telling you that he can't breathe or not. So it should have been first degree murder.
And you know what? Not only that, his first mistake is when remember when Mr. Floyd said that he was claustrophobic when they was putting him in the back of the car. Okay, and when he brings him out, when he comes out of the car, all he had to do was stand him up against the car. You know what I'm saying? What was the purpose of him going to the other side of that vehicle, throwing him on the ground? And not only did you put your knee on his neck, but you got your hands in your pocket. He is
Mm.
not a threat to you. He's in handcuffs. He's down on the ground. What more can he do?
Yep. I
So,
definitely believe that the charges were not, the right charges, but
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
he got it. We got a conviction, and I'm not happy with the conviction at all. I think it should have been more. But
yeah.
anyway, we're gonna move on to our next topic. We're gonna
What
be.
was that,
Francis didn't
Bruce?
get to say what's on her
Forgot what
mind.
Oh, Taz, I'm sorry,
You
Taz.
say
What's
what
on
I'm
your
saying,
mind, Taz?
boy?
Because
did you hear us?
because I thought we were sharing that one. I thought we were sharing that
No,
one. Go
wait,
ahead,
wait.
Taz.
We shared it,
What's
but
on your
I
mind,
said,
Taz?
listen, we shared it, but I said I got something else. That's what I said. Okay, I'm
Here,
gonna tell you
I'm
what's
sort of
on my
scared of
mind.
what
Mine gonna be
something
real
else is.
quick and real swift, and then we can move on. I have SELEEP. That's what I got. Hey, that's what it means to me. I got SEEP. Take care. Go to sleep.
take your behind to bed like right now. I mean, like, you know what I'm
He
saying? Just
said I
clock
got
out.
something else on my mind.
Girl,
Boy.
Okay, let me.
Now,
sleep
Nay, what do
deprivation
you
is
have to
real.
say about that, Nate?
Sleep deprivation is real. It's so real. Like,
Bitch, you're crazy.
like
You need some
And
more
see,
sleep.
I'm
That's
telling
what
you,
it. That's what it boiled down to. Sleep deprivation will
S-L-E-E-P-P.
have you up
Yeah,
acting just
yeah,
like that,
for real,
pop
for real.
locking, dancing.
I don't have nothing, y'all. Y'all, let's
full
go ahead and move
disclaimer.
on.
Okay.
Should
We
I
can
do a
move on.
disclaimer? I mean, straight talk does not
All
mean
right, y'all.
okay.
We're gonna move on to our next topic. Our next topic.
That's how we doing it, Tanya. That's how.
These fools. That's what I'm talking about. Must be something in her coffee.
Before y'all go on, I called you hoes the other night too, because I knew you bitches was the only ones up, but you bitches didn't answer the phone.
Girl, we was out for the count. Out for the count.
Let,
All right,
let,
y'all. Our next
show
topic.
me video. Show me video, because I don't believe that bullshit. Y'all
yeah.
stay up too late.
We was
Y'all
out.
stay
We
up.
was sleeping. We was sleep.
We
I
was
bet
at the
y'all
park,
was.
the friend.
Yeah.
Shit now.
Yeah,
Hell.
Y'all. Let's get to
yeah.
this next
Okay,
topic.
sleep.
Our next topic is it's a thin line. It's a thin line
Hey.
between control and
Between love and
compromise.
hate. Okay.
It's a thin line between control and compromise, and
Is
Lord
it,
knows that I
girl?
deal with it on a daily
Is it,
basis.
girl?
Yes,
You
Lord.
deal with it, girl.
She be thinking that she compromising, but the whole time she controlling the whole
Tell us,
damn
girl.
thing.
Tell us about it, girl.
She might as well live two lives, baby, because she's living mine. But anyway,
Do y'all
Talk
even
your
believe
shit.
any of this foolery? I don't think so. But anyway, let us chat about this thin line because y'all, when you think about it, it can be confusing because it's like okay, you're trying to compromise, but then maybe the other person feels like they're being controlled. Who knows? But in a relationship, let us discuss this. Let us talk about it. Elaborate on this. I don't think it's true. But so, what do y'all take this before I come on? Because I feel like you have something to say. We can't start with this over here because she too much.
go
I think
ahead,
in
man.
any relationship, it has to be a give and take situation. You will feel like you're in a situation where you're giving up more than you're willing to give, but that's in any relationship. I can only go off of my personal experience of, being too hard or not being soft enough or not being gentle enough. It is what it is, but I try to give you the best that I have. But on the controlling side, I can't just roll out the red carpet and have nobody control me. I just can't do it. I'll never be able to give up that part of me.
So you don't have a problem with compromising,
Not at all.
but you look at the other person who might be trying to lead you as maybe controlling.
You and controlling starts with the smooth word called manipulation. If you know the definition of manipulation, you can find the definition of controlling right up under manipulation because it starts with manipulation first.
Ooh, I said that today to
Manipulation.
my daughter. Me and my daughter was in the car talking about this. And I said, compromise, honestly, compromise is one thing. Compromise and control are two different things. Controlling only would only play into that if there is manipulation.
So if there's not any type of
Because
manipulation involved,
compromise meaning is meaning that we're trying to come to an agreement. We're trying to be on the
I'm about
same
to bring
level.
Fat Booty in.
You
well,
know.
okay. So, but
Hold on 1 second, y'all. I want to bring Miss Fat Booty in. This is our guest, Miss Fat Booty. I want to bring her in so she can hear what's going on because she might have some words to put in.
Hey,
Yo,
dealing with it
how you
right.
doing, Miss Fat Booty?
Where this is coming
Miss
version
Fat
on
Booty?
for me.
Miss Fat
Hey,
Booty.
hey,
Hey,
how
Hey,
yes.
you
hey,
doing? Come on in.
we wanted to
How
join.
y'all
We wanted
doing
to bring you in
today?
on this conversation. But before we get started, I'm gonna need for you to stand up and show that T-shirt you got on.
Shut up, girl. Oh,
Mm,
go
oh,
ahead, girl. Go ahead.
girl.
Holy enough to pray for you, hood enough to swing on you.
Ah,
Hey, man,
All
work
girl.
right,
it
all
out, girl. Work
right,
it
all right.
out.
Hey.
Hey.
And she doing it with the wop.
you know what I do?
Okay, then
You
added
see,
the walk. Now go ahead, Taz. Finish what you were saying, Taz.
We talk about that
I know.
compromise.
I was just saying that as far as compromise go, compromise simply means that y'all are trying to come to an agreement, that you're trying to get to a middle ground.
Okay.
Whereas controlling, if it comes into play, it's like Cynthia said, it has to first do with manipulation. You're trying to manipulate somebody in order to control them, to get them to think the way that you think, to get them to do what you want them to do. Compromising is something totally different. Compromising is, once
Now,
again, meeting in the middle. You're trying to,
so
so okay, for instance, you and Judy, say for instance, Judy always playing the game, right? And you're mad because she's not giving you attention. So y'all come to an agreement. Even though you don't like playing games, you're going to compromise playing the game with her in order to see what it's like, in order to spend time with her. Vice versa, she would do the same. So y'all have come to a common ground that in order for y'all to spend time together, you would do one thing that she likes, and she would do one thing that you like. So y'all have come to an even ground, an even agreement. Controlling has nothing to do with that. Controlling is manipulation, not compromising.
So purposeful. So this is what, okay. So when we're talking about this, if manipulation is in play, right? Manipulation has now been introduced. We know it's here. Are you saying that manipulation is purposeful? Are you purposefully
Yeah, I can hear you, but I got
manipulating
to make this sound.
someone?
Yeah, you know,
I don't agree. I mean, go
if you
ahead,
are
but I don't
manipulating
agree with that.
somebody, if you are manipulating somebody in order to get what it is that you want, you know that you're doing it. So you're
You
doing it
say you don't think it's purposeful?
purposefully, because you're trying to get to a certain point. You're trying to get to what it is that you want. So you are aware of what it is that you're doing. So it is done on purpose. It's not on accident, honey. It is on
But
purpose.
wait a minute. But wait. If someone
I
keeps
so agree.
saying that you are potentially controlling me, my actions are not coming out purposefully to manipulate you into anything. I'm
The person
I'm
that
thinking that
She's saying that, for instance, she could be coming off controlling unknowingly. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
that's why I say when you say that manipulation is the controlling aspect of it,
no.
it
Okay.
can't be something that's on purpose. I mean,
Okay. If a person has a controlling attitude, you have to remember this. Sometimes you don't know that you're being controlling. It's just your demeanor. It's just the way that you are. You come off aggressive. You come off, it sounds like you're telling people what to do because you're trying to get them to do something you want them to do. But manipulation is knowingly, because you're trying to get, that's just like the kids. You do things to the kids in order to get them to do what you want to do. Manipulation is knowingly. Controlling, on the other hand,
So
controlling,
knowing.
when you're controlling somebody, is when you're speaking aggressively, or you're speaking in a turn that you know what I'm saying, well, I think you should do this or whatever. That's just may be the way that you was raised. Your mother might have been like that. But
Okay.
manipulation, I don't care what nobody say, manipulation is always knowing, because you
okay,
already know what it is you're going to do. Look, you got your steps put in place in order to manipulate that person to get them to do what you want them to do.
all right,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Exactly.
So
It'll start
Okay.
with a simple
So
sentence.
I absolutely agree with her.
Don't you think it'll be better if you do it like this? Don't you think it'll be better if you look like this? Don't you think you'll be better if you put it starts with the smallest gestures.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
okay.
Oh,
But I
hey, Miss Fat
okay,
Booty, how
Jay,
you
go
doing,
ahead.
huh?
okay, but I'm not. Yeah, Miss Fat Booty, that's Taz. That's Nay up top.
How you
Hi,
doing,
nice to
sweetheart?
Okay.
meet you guys. Thanks for
You
inviting
too.
me and letting me be a
Yeah.
part.
Yes,
No
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
problem.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Miss Fat Booty, how do you feel about it? About controlling and compromising in a relationship?
Do you think they're the same? Are they parallel? Or is one without the other? I mean,
I don't think control and you said control and compromise. They are the opposite of each other.
Hmm.
Control is one person or whoever they're controlling the situation. Everything has to be their way. Um, there's no compromise in that. It's my
Hmm.
way. I'm
Hmm.
getting what I want out of the situation. I'm getting
so
what I need out of the situation.
this is almost narcissistic behavior. Would y'all agree?
Yeah,
Well,
It
I agree with
absolutely
that.
is. It
Definitely.
absolutely is narcissistic behavior.
So,
And
Miss Fat
then
Booty, tell me, have you ever been in a relationship like that?
I absolutely have. One just ended. Yes, absolutely.
Mm.
okay.
A lot of manipulation, a lot of narcissism, a lot of no accountability and a responsibility for their actions. Um, the only thing it was they can do 10 things to you. They can do multiple irritate. They can do a lot of things to you, and the problem is not the action, what they did to you. The problem is your reaction.
Mm.
There you go. Say
Mm.
it.
Your reaction. You
That's
couldn't
Mm-hmm.
right.
control lying, stealing, backbiting. You couldn't control all of that. But then once the person finds out, now they're upset, they're angry, they may be wanting to fight. They are, you know what I'm saying? All those feelings and all those issues come out, and then it's like, look, see how you act. See, that's
Mm-hmm.
why I did what I did. Because I knew you was gonna act like this. Well, you know what? Most women or men, they find out they getting lied to or
They
manipulated
respond
or
in
yes.
kind. Yeah, I understand.
It's like it be a lot of normal reactions and people try to act like that's not normal. Tears, arguing,
Mm-hmm.
maybe violence, um, a lot of hurtful words, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
expressing yourself. Those are, you know, I'm talking about talking shit. He did this to me.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? She did this to me. You know what I'm saying? Whether you go, if it's not even what we're talking about could fit so many relationships, not just a romantic relationship. It's
You
any
are absolutely
relationship,
right.
whether it's sister,
Friendships, work
cousin,
related, all of
friend,
that.
homeboys, your mother
Yeah,
daughter relationship, this everything that people don't realize that with these it's human nature. It's every type of relationship. It's
that's
like
right.
people don't understand that there's is love is love. It's one type of it's a main emotion, but that same love is expressed differently through different relationships. But love is
Yeah.
love. You see what
That's
I'm talking about?
right.
It's the same love. That mother's love, still the word is love. Romantic love, still the word is love. Love is the common denominator. You see what I'm talking about? How you express it through different relationships, but it's still, you see what I'm saying? It's for
The word is
Yeah.
every
still the
relationship.
same.
When people speak
No
of
matter how you
love,
look at
they
it, all
only
them
speak,
letters gonna be the same.
yes, no matter
Yeah.
which way you
So
spell it, all them
So
letters still the same.
okay,
So when you come
I
to
got a quick
the
question for you, Miss
controlling,
Booty.
yes, ma'am.
And she's cutting out. Oh, I
go
got a
So
ahead,
quick question
Taz.
for you. Did you say
I'm
when you first started this conversation? Did I hear you say that you a relationship like that had just ended?
yes.
Okay. How did you go about like ending that relationship in order to, um, I guess, get out safely? Get you know what I'm saying? Get yourself to a place to where it was okay to walk away.
Okay. You know, that's a very good question. And I ain't got there yet. Yeah, I'm not there yet. Um, what got me to the point of walking away? It's redundant. It's not changing. It is the same. You know, the issues. It's the same. It's the same manipulation. It's the same stealing. The same lying. The same backbiting. The same cheat. Like the same thing. I'm just sick of
So
it.
I
You
have
see
to
what I'm
ask you.
saying?
So why are you not there yet to be ready to walk away and leave it completely?
I,
love.
Is
Yeah.
it
before I
love?
answer that question. Oh no. Y'all, when I said walk, my interpretation of her question wasn't like leave him alone, walk away, because that's done. Walk away from the situation, like not try to take it to. I'm mad. You see what I'm saying?
Still okay. So still
I'm
emotionally, you
mad.
still
I'm not
have.
talking about a walk away like a revolving door, like not being able to walk
Got
away
you.
from the
Got you.
situation or him. I'm trying to walk away from a Gemini start Geminiing. I'm a Gemini. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I'm so good when I'm good. You done cross me. You done it's been a lot of stuff. And I am trying to walk away from this. You know what I'm talking about? The emotions and I need to put that fire out. I need to put that fire
Well,
out.
it's
And
definitely gonna take time to heal from that, especially if you say you were in a controlling relationship. It's good that you out of
it
it, but
wasn't
it's gonna take time to heal from that.
Yeah.
yeah, and see the thing is, I I don't think that it's like the devil real smooth. It wasn't like an all out like try to you know what I'm saying like the Ike Turner where you going look down who is there
Not like
what you
that.
got
Got
on
you.
not like that. It was just like what Cynthia said. the suggestions, and you shouldn't
Small,
get your hair.
subtle
Yeah,
steps.
No, no,
sneaky,
no, 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 no,
sneaky
no,
with it.
no. I, you shouldn't get your hair done. You should be natural. I like to see your natural hair. No, 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 it's not. No, it's not. You don't want me to be looking the best that I can. You want me to be looking plain Jane so nobody look at me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I could be in a box over here. I'm already not mobile, and certain things that's happened to me that I'm always on the end. It was a lot of manipulation, a lot of control.
Okay.
I don't
Right.
like I
So,
don't like you always I don't like you always going live. I don't like you always talking, and I don't want to be seen on your live. And that was a way of control. You acting like you have an issue with this, but the thing is, this was your hunting ground. So with me, I'm constantly on tag.
so
I am.
when you say, you mentioned that it's the subtle things. Now you've mentioned the subtle things, the small
Mhm,
suggestion. Aren't
mhm.
you supposed to be able? And y'all don't look at me weird. I'm just keeping it straight talk. Like, Aren't you supposed to be able to make those suggestions to your partner without it seeming? You know, I mean, without it being
Like,
taken
yeah,
to the point where
taking
you're thinking that they're trying
that
to
they're trying to
control
control
me.
you.
Aren't you supposed to be like vice versa? Like, what if you us? What if you're able? What if you said, "Well,
I
I
don't like
don't
your hair that way
like your
today.
hair in that style,"
Can
or
you wear it my
my
favorite way, the
favorite
way that
way.
I like to see
What's
you?
wrong with that?
Do
Is
y'all
it
feel like
No,
I'm gonna ask go to
it
Taz on
wasn't,
this one?
it
Huh?
Taz,
wasn't,
Yeah.
Taz, do
it,
you hold on one
okay.
second, fat booty? Do you feel like if I asked Tanya, if I said Tanya, would you wear your hair the favorite way that I like it? I mean, the way I like it. Do you feel like that's controlling?
No. I think it would
so?
become
Okay,
controlling when if it's if it's done every minute of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're trying to you want her to do what it is you want her to do, not what she wants to do. But for you, just you asking her to wear her hair a certain way. Hey, y'all going out? Hey, can you think you could do your hair? I like this little style. I think it looks good on you. That's not controlling.
Now, if what
But
if when it
what if I tell her I don't like it a certain way?
then I
No,
mean that
you can
honestly
voice your
that's your
opinion.
opinion. But if she thinks it look cute on her, then so be it. Because I'm pretty sure there might be a style vice versa that you like that she might not particularly like, but you like it. You know what I'm saying? And you like to wear your
okay,
hair that way. I
What
mean,
about you, Nay? What you
you know what
think?
I'm saying. You have some things that what I'm saying we're not gonna always like, but
That's
then it
true.
you know.
all
And I
right.
say this:
Nay.
when does it be? I got a quick. Oh, go ahead, Nay.
My issue with controlling, it wasn't so much as to wear this, wear that. It was, I heard for 9 years, they said this, they said that, they did this, they did that. It was the manipulation of everybody
Talking
else.
about the other woman that he was with. They did this, they did that, comparing you to the other woman.
And
So
I was
you
like,
feel
well,
like that's a form of control.
yeah, if that's what you had in that relationship, maybe that's where you should have stayed, because I'm not her. I What you see every day with me, that's me. I'm not gonna turn into a Barbie doll overnight. I'm not gonna even turn into Barbie. I'm just not. I'm a gentle giant.
Nay. I'm gonna have to stop you because, baby, in your relationship, you do need to compromise. You need to compromise. It's not control. It's that you're not willing to compromise in yours, and I just have to say that I love you to death, though. I
I'm
love you, but
just
I just had to
I'm
throw you
not
underneath the bus.
fat
Okay,
booty. I'm not feminine. I'm not feminine. I'm not girly girl. I can put on a
hmm
pair of sweatpants, a nice pair of jeans, and some sneakers, and girl, I'm fine as wine. But
hmm
when you
yes,
get talking
that's
about,
me too.
but when you get to
Yes, that's
talking about
fine.
putting on dresses and matching the sandals, and then going to get your nails done every 2 weeks, that nail money that you out there spending, I could be eating off that. I don't do all that. So
Okay,
I'm not
Okay,
feminine
y'all,
enough. I
ladies,
missed out on that part.
ladies, I want to hear a male's perspective. Okay, so I'm gonna
okay.
bring in Mr. Michael Horton, and let's hear what a man has to say about this control and compromise.
Good
How
evening,
you
good evening.
doing,
How y'all?
Michael?
Well in yourselves. How y'all?
Welcome to our panel. Welcome, welcome,
Welcome,
welcome.
welcome.
All
All
right.
right. All right.
Cool
Mr.
beans.
Michael, I'm
Yes,
sure
ma'am.
you've been sitting in listening to our conversation.
No, I
Um,
honestly just got off the road, just pulling to have something to eat. So I just
Okay,
came in.
okay.
Okay, well, I want to ask you. Our topic tonight is about control and compromise in a relationship, and I want you to just give us, from a male perspective, your opinion about control and compromise in a relationship.
When is it a thin or
Well, yeah, I mean, when does compromise come off as controlling?
maybe that's it.
When one person is really only heard, that's when it becomes control. If two individuals can come together as a mental thought, as one, then there's a compromise. But if it's always one-sided, whether it's male coming from the male's perspective, whether it's coming from the female's perspective, if it's always one-sided and you're the only one that feels as though you have a voice or need to be heard, that's control. Compromise,
Okay.
both individuals going to listen to each other, not just hear because
I'm
you
in a
have that
podcast.
ability, but actually listen and digest what's being said and process what's being said. I believe
Okay.
that's where the difference comes in.
All right.
Earlier, you were talking about 6 rules to a relationship. I want you to share that with me.
Um, I believe there's 6 ingredients to a relationship. Um, the first one begets the second, and so forth and so on. If two people learn to earnestly communicate with one another, you develop a true understanding of this person that you're dealing with. And this goes for any type of relationship, whether it's an intimate relationship, family, whatever. It's any type of relationship. Once you gain this understanding, it's, I know this person won't do that, or this, you know what I'm saying? Once there's a true understanding comes trust. You can't trust anybody you don't understand. When there's real trust, love forms. A true love forms, regardless of anything. When you trust somebody, earnestly trust somebody, you can't do nothing but love that person.
So with that, when you say that trust, when that comes, and if you truly love, at that point, since we're talking about control and compromise and it being a really thin line, if you have that love and you each person knows that you each one another loves each other equally and you're in it, why does it or when does it, I mean, seem that the actions that you do come off as
Controlling.
controlling? You get what I'm saying? Because I say, Nay, you mentioned, Miss Fat Booty, y'all have mentioned the small things, the slight suggestions that lead up or
Do
end up
you?
being a
I have
controlling
to
thing.
say.
But it's like,
Do you think sometimes in the relationship, maybe it's misunderstood? Maybe it just comes off in your mind that this
I
person
believe,
is trying to control
if the
you?
love is there, I mean, it shouldn't
I
like,
believe,
but
I believe it's possible. You know, I mean, again, that still comes down to the understanding part. That still comes down to the understanding part. If you have an understanding of one another, then it shouldn't come across like that. But if A is telling B C, but no one's listening, where's the understanding? So of course it's going to always come across as controlling because the individual that's telling you the certain way that they may feel or are taking this, if you're not listening to, if you're not getting an understanding of it, it's still going to feel as though control and not compromise.
okay, all right. So
Nate, what do you think? I can't hear you, Nate.
I muted my own mic. I'm sorry. I'm listening to everything he's saying. What I don't understand, sir, is if everything is supposed to be a compromise, where does the control take over? Yeah, you have to love and trust your partner. That's life, or in your family, whatever. That's life. But when that trust is broken and that person is trying to be more dominant, which means more controlling, how am I going to trust you when you already broke my trust?
So then
okay,
at that point, that's when you got to look in your side yourself and you got to decide to walk away.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to protect you. If you know that the trust is broke and you know that it can't get got, instead of holding on, instead of trying to be malice, you know what I mean? move on, move over. You know what I mean? It is no need to keep trying to push a square inside of a circle. It's
There
not
you
going
go.
to fit.
I,
You
You
know
know
I
what
what?
I'm
have a.
saying?
I,
So
can I say something?
Yes,
I would
please.
like
Yes,
to
Miss
say
Fat Booty.
something. I want to touch on what Cynthia said, and I just think it's a weak cop out. I think that is a cop out when you want to talk all this communication and trust, and you are not giving that. You're not giving that from the jump, from point A. All these things that you are asking and requiring, and these ingredients to get to this chocolate cake. These ingredients, you know the ingredients that's needed. You know the ingredients to get to a chocolate cake, but you don't have those ingredients. You don't exhibit those ingredients there from the point, from the first point. The trust was already broken because you were already, you were already
So
doing what you were already doing.
so
You
again,
understand?
it goes back to the
I
question
got to
as
finish what I
why
was
not to move
saying.
on.
I did not interrupt, so I get to complete what I was saying. I get to complete my thought. That's
okay.
a form of control. I think that from the beginning with those ingredients, where it's the communication and it's the trust to be built to where love is supposed to blossom. From day one, if those ingredients are not applied, you cannot have a solid foundation. And then you cannot blame the person that you did wrong because you misrepresented. You continued from point A, this fraudulent communication. That is manipulation. If you come to the person and you tell this person that I want to be with you and we're going to do this, I have no, all my attention and focus is on you. I don't mess with anybody. I don't want anybody. And from point A, you don't know this, that all of this was already happened. You're building trust into a false representative. You understand? This
Okay,
person
Miss
is
Fat
not
Booty, can I
who they
jump in real
are.
quick? Can I jump in real
Yes,
quick?
ma'am.
And I understand and I respect everything that you're saying, but I also have to say that the blame doesn't lie just with one person. The blame
No,
has to
not at all.
lie
Not at all.
because it's
Not at
like
all.
what advice I would give to all women and men. You always have to take your time in that relationship. When you first beginning in that relationship, you can't just open up and be butt naked and just give all of you. You have to make that person earn you. You understand?
You
Don't
feel
give everything. You stretch that time out and make them wait
in both
to make
with the
sure
men and
with
the
men
women?
and women. I'm
Okay.
saying with men and women, both. You know what I'm saying? Don't give all of you because you're gonna always be disappointed. Wait and let that person show themselves.
Yeah, and that's what happened with me. I believe because of the communication, and I did. A person work hard when you're talking to them, just like when I be working hard and I'm talking to you and I want you to believe me. And when I go through all this stuff to get you to believe this narrative, and it's all false. So now you upset. Now this is the reaction, and
Okay.
to
Miss Fat Booty,
solve this reaction,
let's give
But
Mr. Michael a chance to talk. Go ahead,
absolutely.
Michael. And then Nay, I'm gonna come to you.
Again, it all to me, it all goes back to you having the option, especially when given to you, since you doing what you want to do right now. Um, when the opportunity is given to you multiple of times, yo, move on. We're not gonna do this.
You
Yo,
had those same. You did the same thing as
I didn't
well.
cut you off. Ain't that what you said? That's a form of controlling this, right?
all right, so
Right?
we going
It's good for you. I keep telling you, it's always good for you, but can't nobody do what you do. You want to sit back and you want to speak about controlling this, man. Stop playing like I don't know you, sweethearts.
And
so in
stop
this
playing like I don't
instance,
know
Don't
you.
don't do that. Don't do that because we know you are very controlling. We know you have to have the biggest voice in the room.
Okay,
Man,
y'all.
stop looking
so
around like it's not.
in this instance,
Okay. And
we
it's
have to
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
in this
yeah.
instance, we have to listen to each other because I feel like the conversation that we're having tonight, it can be beneficial to all, and I mean to everyone,
But
not
you
just
have to listen.
not just everyone on this
Listen
panel,
to
but
each
to
other
everybody
with
that's watching. If you listen to what we're trying to express, like you guys are expressing, the ways that you can see where controlling, or I mean, compromise shifts into the controlling factor. If we listen to each other, I think
Right.
that we're able to find a common ground, maybe get a mutual understanding. Taz, what were you about to say?
Um, all I was gonna say is, woo, Lord, have mercy. Uh, and in which what you're saying is true. It is about communication, and and this goes to all human beings. When you fail to listen to one person and all y'all want to do, both want to sit up here and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, you're never going to
We
hear
won't
each
get
other.
nowhere.
You're not,
Which
because
we were
one
talking about
one
the
feel
hearing or the
one feels
listen
like
to each
one.
other.
Yeah, one feels like if they do compromise, then that means that they just belittle themselves. All of a sudden, they done bow down. It's not about bowing down. It's about coming to a common ground and understanding each other, listening to each other, and hey, we can work this out. But if and you have to be willing to zip it in order for the other one to talk, because if you
Shut up,
That
don't,
girl.
is hard.
That's what I
That's
want.
hard because I
hey,
Taz.
fall
if
into
you don't,
that. I
if
really
you
Taz.
do.
don't zip it, guess what? This is what you hear. Wah 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 wah
Charlie
wah.
Brown
And
Taz.
teacher,
Let
baby.
me jump in on
next thing
that.
you
Let
know,
me
you're not
jump in on
hearing
that.
nothing.
You
And if
hit it
you
on the
don't,
point.
hear nothing, guess what? You're not going nowhere. You're gonna stay in the same predicament that you in. If you do not, and first of all, you have to learn who you are. You have to learn the inner you in order for somebody else. You gotta love you in order for
All right,
somebody else to
girl.
love you.
Because honey, she
Period.
felt the
Hey,
passion behind that
okay,
girl.
Taz. I have to say they both were sitting there like double
Double
dutch.
dutch.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of listening to what each other's saying and absorbing it, they wait until what can I say next to that? What can I say next? We
Yeah.
can't keep debating and fighting. You have to
Yeah.
stop and listen, even though it hurts your feelings. Still stop
Man,
and
Or you
listen.
I'm
might,
gonna
or
tell
Cause
y'all, it's
I
hard
mean, I'm
as
gonna go to
hell.
Tag. I mean, I'm gonna go to Nay.
Nay,
Nay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I had skipped you. Go ahead, Nay. Then we're gonna go back to these two.
All I can say about it for me, I did it for 18 years. I've said that on multiple shows, and the last 9 of my relationship was hell. And yes, I compromised, and yes, I lost a piece of me. So for me, at 45 years old, I want someone to give just as much as I'm giving. I want someone to receive just as much as I'm receiving. And all that hold back and hold who you are. God damn it, I'm getting old. I ain't got time to hold on, motherfucker. Either you gonna love me or you ain't. And if you ain't, let somebody else get in your spot. I'm not gonna hold this pillow warm for you if this ain't the body where you want to be, because I deserve to be happy. So
no
going
hard
down the
feelings
road
after
with
that.
you while you trying to hip and hop over here to the left to see what these draws is holding, and you ain't worried about my draws, baby. Let me be. Let me be great, because it is somebody out there for me. Period. Point blank. Conversation over
And
with.
I
after
got you,
after that
Nay.
has been said, then comes the respect, the mutual respect behind it. It doesn't
Yeah,
have to
and
be
let it
any.
be.
And let the anger go.
But
But
you can't expect nobody to love the way that you love. Point blank. Period. You're gonna always be disappointed if you're sitting there expecting and laying demands. Quit fucking
That's
laying
true.
demands is what I
That's true.
say,
hey,
and let a motherfucker
Jay,
be. I
what do
can't
you
stand for nobody putting no demands
what
on
do you
me.
mean?
And
Jay,
demands far as I'm loving you this way,
You
you
put
should love
something
me the
about
same. It ain't
Jay,
gonna be that way.
Jay,
Yeah,
you
you
just
know,
took them words right out of my mouth, because what I was finna say was, you have to remember what you do. You can't expect nobody else to do. Everybody is not you. You love however it is you love. You have to let that other person love the way that they love.
that's
Period.
right.
They
Or you
can't.
gonna
You
be
can't.
disappointed all the time.
Okay. For instance, y'all
can
too.
I say
The
something?
way that you love, Miss
Fat
Fat
Booty,
Booty.
Miss
The
Fat
way
Booty,
that you
I'm gonna come back to y'all two and right
hear
after
you.
Taz. I'm gonna go to Michael, then I'm gonna come to you, Miss
The
Fat
way
Booty.
that you love, you can't expect him to love you the same way. You have to remember, y'all are two individuals. The way y'all show love is totally different. We as women, we want it a certain way, because to us, however we want it, it tells us, okay, they do love me. But we have to remember, they are not us. We are not them. Y'all
That's
are
right.
two individuals.
Michael, I'm coming to you.
Um, I totally agree with you, Taz. Like we're all individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Her and I both know each other background. Like all that. I got a big family, but I'm like a black sheep out of my family. You know what I mean? I'm always isolated from them, whether it's me isolating myself, them isolating themselves. I I'd be a lie if I say that I don't love that girl. But at the same time I don't like her at all. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like
That's a
Damn.
strong statement,
That's
boy.
possible. That's
Yeah.
possible. I mean,
Oh
that's
yeah.
true facts, and that's straight
Oh
talk,
yeah.
right? Which we
Most definitely. Most
respect.
May I
definitely.
speak
Okay.
now?
like
Most
Yes,
definitely.
ma'am.
she know
I would
we
like to
was
speak now.
beefing. We was
Wait.
beefing
Um,
Hold on. Hold on. Hold
when
Wait
on.
just a
Hold on.
minute, Miss Fat
Let him
Booty.
finish.
I'm
her and
sorry.
I
I thought.
her and I was beefing and I was done. Like, yo, I ain't got nothing else to say. My brother came to me, was like, yo, you know somebody X, Y, and Z that'd be good. And yet and still I still pointed them to her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't have no hard feelings towards you. You want a whole animosity, that's on you, love. Like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I
or
If you want me to
what
be the
you
bad
doing
guy,
with
I'll be the
another
bad guy.
female,
If you
it's
want to
gonna
say
be
that everything
animosity.
that went
None
wrong
of his
between us is
money,
my fault, guess what?
none of
I'll
his
wear that.
money
Y'all,
If
went to
that's what
me
you have
and
me,
was
we gotta
yo,
was
let the
I'm the
spent
bad
one.
on
guy. I
another
fucked up.
female.
I cheated
One
on
thing
you
I
many
need
Okay.
to,
times.
I
I
need to
lied to
speak
you a
on
bunch of
something.
times, and you sat back and
Right
you
now,
done
you
nothing
guys, we're
wrong, and you
not.
was
We
innocent the
gotta
whole
let each
time.
other.
Yo, if
Y'all
that's
gotta
what
let
you
each other
need,
get it
if
out
that's what
now.
you want to help move for, you can move on. Yo, I'll wear it all. I don't
I
wish
want
you
my
nothing but
money. I
charity.
don't care
I don't
what you
wish
wear.
you
You
nothing
don't
but
want all
happiness.
of that. Just
Real
give me
talk.
my money back.
I don't,
Okay, so we're back.
I ain't
We're
trying
Okay.
to
we're
replace you.
Okay.
I ain't
Okay, Miss
trying
Fat
to
Booty,
do
go
it.
ahead.
Okay.
Okay, my
Okay.
turn. My turn. My turn.
Mm.
I want to speak on one of the ladies was talking about initially he said something about like I'm just the one holding on. If you know these things, you should just go on. Well, when you speak on communication, when you have sat for hours and you have listened to a person, and then you have found out time go by, all this listening you have done was lies. All the communication was lies. There is no love in that. From point A, the man told me it was all about me, and this man had a harem of women. And I, from his decision, I had to suffer consequences from his decision that was not privy to me. You're lying to me and until the lie got blew up because I'm sitting in the dock. Now, from that point, I'm constantly catching you in lies. You're lying to me about everything. And then I keep finding out these untruths. And you want me to listen to you. And every time you go through this speech and these diatribes and these excuses and all these things he have to do, then it's a couple of weeks later, it was a lie. That was a lie. It was over here. A girl out the woodwork. This money was over here. He said he broke, but he got money to go every weekend. And I'm trying to aid and assist and build this man up. And all my monies is going in the direction of other females. But ain't none of these females gave nothing to help me. I'm not getting anything. It was a lot of manipulation.
All
The
right.
only
So
person that
May
got
let
what
me
they
ask.
wanted out of this situation was him. And
Let me.
now you done moved on. You see the smiling. Now you should just
So
move on.
let me
But
ask
let
you're
me.
Mike something. Go
lying to
ahead. Go ahead.
No,
me.
Yo,
let me
are
ask
you
you guys
You're
a question.
lying
Let
to
me ask the
me,
both of
telling
you
me
guys a
that
still telling
question.
lies?
this man was telling
Are,
me, yes, we
are
still
you
Hang
together. I still
really
love
gonna
you.
sit
I
here
ain't
and tell
messing
us
with
lies?
nobody.
Yo,
And the whole
hang
time
on.
it was million.
One
This
second, Miss
man
Fat
was in a
Booty.
relationship.
Hang
that's
on,
her
guys.
forte.
Wait a minute. Huh? I'm sorry. My bad.
Well,
Now,
I you make a
let me
sale, but
let me
you really
ask you
with
a
this
question.
girl. You break
Okay,
my
let me
shit,
ask
but
you a
you really with
question,
this
Miss Fat
girl.
Re-
Booty. I
Maybe.
You
know
see
you're
this nigga
passionate,
laughing.
honey.
Miss
I'm gonna
Fat
end up
Okay,
Booty.
Miss
Let me
Fat
flipping
ask
Booty.
you
Hold on.
motherfuckers
Miss
something.
in
Fat
his
Booty,
face.
hold on,
Hold on.
baby.
Hold on. Hold
I
on.
know that you're passionate
I
about what
know
you're
right
saying.
now, and you got to get that out,
No,
and we
that ain't
understand that
passion,
because
baby. That baby is hurt. She's angry. That
she
ain't no
hurt, and
passion.
that's
She's
anger.
angry.
Let me
I
ask
got
you guys.
used,
See what I'm saying? There's a
manipulated,
difference.
lied to over and over. This
Yeah,
nigga lied to me a million times,
but
all
let
the
me
way
ask
up
you
until day
something.
before yesterday. You know you in a relationship with this woman since January. You tell me I'm in a
I have
relationship.
not.
You don't
See,
keep
and that's your
lying.
and that
Okay.
is your
Answer
I
problem.
it.
got
Is
Answer.
right
you
now.
Okay.
assume
Okay, so
Let wait a minute, wait a minute.
Tanya,
Okay, wait
Tanya.
just a second, y'all. Let him
you,
defend. I was finna
It is
say,
a proof to
let
this
but you
status.
can't. No, you can't. You can't right now get it out. If you get what I'm saying, right now we're
yeah.
not able
If
to.
everybody's going like this, you can't get it out.
And
And please let him defend himself, okay?
and then we go. It would
Yeah.
go. See, we got to have you
He's
guys.
smiling.
Okay,
All he really do is try to
okay.
throw darts to
It's
piss
okay,
me
He's
the
not
fuck
Miss
off.
Fat
And he
smiling.
Listen,
Booty.
got me.
Miss
He's
Fat Booty.
listen.
It's
listen.
okay, baby. It's okay. However he chooses to deal with it, that's on him. However you choose to deal with it, you know what I'm saying?
We need to hear his side.
Yeah.
We just can't automatically just say
No, I'm not
here
automatically. No,
okay.
no, no.
Well,
I'm not doing that.
let this man defend himself because there's probably a reason. Go
Orisha.
ahead, Michael.
Do do y'all see? This is light. The way y'all
No,
had to basically get her under control to talk, and it was
I'm not gonna
for
say
y'all.
that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say
Okay,
that right
well,
now, what had to
to
be
get
expressed
across
had to be expressed. So we
the
need to come
the
to
expression,
a
I
common
understand that,
ground.
and
Go ahead, Michael.
the expression, I understand that. I dig that. I'm the type of individual. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna allow you to talk. But when it becomes my time to speak, I'm constantly spoken over. There's no hearing there's no even attempting to hear what is being said. It's a constant talk over. That's one. For two, I don't even understand why the lie will be told like there was no benefit to dealing with me, man. Like, man, I ran two cars literally in the hole behind her. You right. I ran two cars in a hole behind her. You understand what I'm saying? My car moved more for her than it did myself unless I was out of town. Whenever she needed to go somewhere, whenever something needed to be done, no matter what it was, hook or by crook, it was me. You understand what I'm
So
saying? Don't
bring
make
me
it
to your
seem
point,
like
because
you ran across. You already know what it was between us and where this money came. Listen, we're not gonna do all that, but please, man, don't sit here and act
I
like I played no benefit to you and you came out your mouth and admitted I put 40 racks in your pocket. Don't make it seem like, come on, come on. I'll be
Okay.
the bad
Well,
guy.
I feel
I get
like,
to
but I feel
respond to
like
that.
Miss Fat Booty. Okay, respond real quick, and then I'm gonna sum this
Um,
up.
I don't. I don't, and I told you both that. Didn't I tell you that this man has done many good things? Didn't I tell you that?
Okay.
It's not about he put money in my pocket. He put money in my pocket for our household, and the money he put in my pocket, he
You
got
talking
just
about
as
my
much
pocket?
out. He
You
got
talking about
just as
my pocket?
much out. This
You
is where
talking
the
about my
problem
pocket?
came in.
Oh no, no.
All my money
How about
went
that?
to bitches,
I
Falcon One.
feel I
went to
feel
females,
You ordered two extra.
females. Like right now,
Yeah, so why I
last
only got four?
weekend, he didn't have enough money for what he had to do. My product, he got $100 out of that. People sending, people sending transactions. He said, "Okay, it's a 250. I need 100." It's money on his card. He done broke my other my ear pods. Then
so.
it was supposed to be a deal to go down. It was supposed to be a deal to go down. It didn't go through. He's supposed to be coming back. I'm calculating with $400 for me. I got 240. He broke the ear pods. I had to ask for him for a month. He know I need them for this over and over. He went and bought two.
Let me ask you
He went
guys
about
this one
two. And
question.
he's been shopping. He's been taking this girl on trips. He been eating, but you steadily getting money and you're steadily getting weed. You steadily got me buying you stuff. And look where he at. You're not gonna stay there. I ran down
My
your car because since October, not a weekend was spent with me. This man's never
Why did?
spent a weekend with me.
Okay.
This man is
How come
gone
y'all
every
ever,
weekend
Miss
traveling
Fat Booty? How come y'all never ever tried to come to a compromise?
because he always was in another bitch face. He didn't have that for me.
Mm.
The same way where he's at
okay
with
now.
her, this entire time, everything has been for everybody but me.
All right,
Mm.
now let him answer that same question. How come y'all have never been able to come to a compromise from your perspective?
Because she don't listen. You can't talk to her. You
All right,
can't talk
so
to her. I have strived constantly to have conversations with her. We have art. Okay.
Go ahead,
I
Taz.
don't
Go
agree
ahead,
with that when
Taz.
it's not
I
honest
Okay.
I
communication.
don't
The
I
quick
don't know.
question.
I just
Okay.
gonna
You know what? This is gonna be a whole nother show. But okay, the because we don't win over time.
yes,
So, um, y'all want to wrap it up? What we gonna do?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up,
Cause
and what we'll do, we're gonna bring
let's go
both of these two
backstage.
back.
hopefully you
We're
guys, if
gonna
you
no, we're gonna bring both of these two back, and we're gonna have another show.
we feel like that would
Yeah,
no well
Okay,
she's saying
wait, Miss Fat Booty, baby, you on
hold
mute,
on,
baby?
just
Hold
Want my
on.
hold
money to
on, hold
be,
on.
I don't have nothing else to say to this man. You ain't
Let
trying to
okay.
help with the business. I'm doing all this. I can't get no credit. I can't move
Oh,
forward with it.
okay. So
He doing
we gonna
what
take
he
this
want to
after.
do and gonna tell me you ain't gonna give me my money, but you sitting there feeding her with my money. You just drove 2 hours with my money.
So we gonna take this after.
wait. Michael saying
I
something.
told you I wasn't gonna give you no money. You gonna sit there and laugh, or did I tell you I wasn't gonna give you the
So
amount that you
yes,
wanted, when you
we gonna
wanted
take
it,
this
and
after.
how you see?
They got
You
me
Everybody
still
wanting to
needs to
trying to
smoke.
talk,
focus
and you
straight up.
still talking over me, even here,
Y'all driving folk to smoke a cigarettes,
yeah,
maybe possibly drinking. Look here, Straight
even
Talk fans
here.
and
Exactly.
You
family.
sure?
This show tonight was about compromise and the
And
thin line
control,
between control.
control,
I think we've also had
Woo!
bared witness to communication is or
And
communication barriers,
that
communication
not only
barriers.
communication, baby. Look at here. This is what it means of being toxic to one another. Sometimes you gotta break loose. You gotta walk the other way. It don't hurt to do so. I kid you
so
not. I promise you. If
we
your
gon'
peace,
if y'all
if you allow someone else to interrupt your peace, honey,
It's
then
too expensive.
it's too. I'm telling you, it's too expensive.
and we
It
ain't
is.
talking about just finances, honey. It's deeper than just finances. So Nay, what you
What do
got?
you got to say, Nay?
Um, Miss Fat Booty, Michael. The only thing I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna touch y'all conversation. Y'all know what y'all done put into y'all relationship. I'm just gonna get down on one knee as far as I can go and pray for the both of y'all. But for me, this right here, this is for me. I'm doing a giveaway for CNC. I'm doing 2 t-shirt giveaways for Mother's Day. If you know anybody that deserves a nice gift, lift them up. Just it's I don't care where they are. I will mail it. Everything will be for free. I just want them to have it for Mother's Day from CNC, from me, from Cynthia
So
Nelson. If you know anybody that deserves it, hit me up in my inbox, on my messenger, on
definitely,
Facebook, and make
definitely,
sure you have
definitely.
the right size, and it will be put in the mail by the first of next week so that they can have it for Mother's Day.
All
Yep,
right.
y'all
With
definitely do
that being
that.
said, okay, y'all make sure that y'all go like, subscribe, share our show. Like I told y'all, in a couple of weeks, we will be going live on our new network, What's Poppin' TV. We'll be on Roku, Google TV, Apple TV, so y'all can see us there live every Monday and Thursday. And right now, I'm about to get into the Thursday giveaway.
All right,
All
this is our
right,
Oh
little
no,
thank
y'all,
you
you
for
shake it
forgot
that.
up,
about the
shake it up.
t-shirts for Mother's Day. You didn't bring that up.
Oh, you guys
You
definitely
just
check.
said it.
No, that was her t-shirt giveaway that she's
Oh.
doing. Now, y'all definitely tune in next Monday for for the verses. The t-shirt verses is going to be Mother's Day inspired, so you guys check that out. Again, if you're interested in any of the t-shirts you've seen tonight, Hit Judy Palmer up, JT's T-shirt design, Cynthia Nelson, CNC Designs. Hit her up in her inbox. Anybody interested in that? This giveaway that we're doing, our Thursday night giveaway, this is our appreciation for everybody that's watching. Y'all, when you jump in the comments, we write your numbers down, first order going, in sequence, and then we put you in a drawing. So here we go. Tonight, here we go.
All right. First number is 2.
2 belongs to Carolyn Johnson. Congratulations. Thank you.
All right, Carolyn.
Faithful viewer, we appreciate you.
And then we have number 1.
Number 1, Tatiana Bibles, baby, you are number 1.
I was sure trying not to call your name. I was sure trying not to. I was leaning over here telling you what's Tatiana's number.
Baby, we love you always, as
Congratulations.
always, y'all. Thank you.
All right, everybody. This has been Straight
Thank
Talk,
you for our
no BS. Thank y'all for tuning in. And as always, we love y'all. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all back again on Monday. Y'all make sure y'all go get this tea. And I know I stomped Nate.